Hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel Beat Oxygen Academy. So, GTU has declared MCQ mock test which will be conducted tomorrow, that is 23rd of May 2020 for diploma and degree students. I have already uploaded video series so that you can prepare for MCQ mock test. This video series are for the subject of computer, IT and CSE branch. So, before starting this video, I would request that subscribe to my channel for GTU related news as well as for learning the subjects of CE, IT, CSE and ICT stream. So, let's get started. So, your first question is, which of the following are parameters involved in computing the total cost of a software development project? Hardware and software cost, effort cost, travel and training cost, or all of them mentioned? Total cost is to be computed, so the answer will be D, all of them mentioned. Your next question is, which of the following cost is not a part of total effort cost? Cost of networking and communication, cost of providing heating and lighting office space, cost of lunchtime food, or cost of support staff? Total effort cost is to be computed, so cost of lunchtime food will not be considered. Your next question is, a blank is developed using historical cost information that relates some software metrics to the project cost. Algorithmic cost modeling, expert judgment, estimation by analogy, or Parkinson's law. Over here, some historical cost information is available which is to be included or related to software metrics and algorithm will be made. So answer will be algorithmic cost modeling. Your next question is, which technique is applicable when other projects in the same analogy application domain have been completed? Algorithmic cost modeling, expert judgment, estimation by analogy, or Parkinson's law. Over here, some other projects are available in the same application domain, so we can get it estimation by 8. So the answer will be C, estimation by analogy. Your next question is, COCOMO model takes into account different approaches to software development, reuse, or any other. So the answer will be false. Why? Because all these factors are concluded and included in COCOMO 2 model rather than basic COCOMO model. The next question is, which of the following is an important factor that can affect the accuracy and efficiency of estimate? Project size, planning process, project complexity, or degree of structural uncertainty? So project size will affect the accuracy and efficiency of estimate. So answer will be A, project size. Your next question is, what describes the data and control to be processed? Planning process, software scope, external hardware, or project complexity? Data and control both are to be processed, so it will be included into software scope. Your next question is, the project planner examines the statement of scope and extracts all important software function which is known as association, decomposition, planning process, all of the mentioned. Over here, the project planner will examine the things and get all the functions by dividing the data available. So the answer will be B, decomposition. So your next question is, the environment that supports the software project is called CLSS, SEE, FAST Fast, or CBSE. So software project is supported in an environment called software engineering environment. So the answer will be B, SEE. The next question is, risk management is one of the most important jobs for client, investor, production team, or project manager. So obviously it is the job of project manager. Your next question is, which of the following risk is the failure of a purchased component to perform as expected? Product risk, project risk, business risk, or programming risk? So a purchased component or product will not work according to our expectation is known as product risk. Answer will be A. The next question is, which of the following term is best defined by the statement? There will be a change of organizational management with different priorities. Staff turnover, technology change, management change, product competition. So organizational management are having change with some different priorities. So the answer will be C, management change. Your next question is, which of the following term is best defined by the statement? The underlying technology on which the system is built is suppressed by new technology technology change, product competition, requirements change, or none of the above. Over here, new technology is replacing old technology, so the risk is known as technology change. Your next question is, what assess the risk and your plans for risk mitigation, and revise this when you learn about risk. Risk monitoring, planning, analysis, identification. So the answer will be monitoring, because assessment of risk and mitigation will be in the risk monitoring. Your next question is, which of the following risks are derived from the organizational environment where the software is being developed? So when we are about to develop the software, that particular risk is known as organizational risk. Your next question is, which of the following risks are derived from the software or hardware technologies that are used to develop the system? So these all risk is connected to technology. So answer will be B, technology risk. Your next question is, which of the following strategies means that the impact of the risk will be reduced? Avoidation, minimization, contingency plans, or all of the mentioned. So over here, risks are to be reduced, not avoided or recovered. So the answer will be B, minimization strategies. Your next question is, a 66.6% risk is considered as very low, low, moderate, or high. So if we see the structure and slab of the risk, if risk is less than 10%, it is considered very low. If it is between 10 to 25, it is considered low. If it is between 25 to 50, it is moderate. 50 to 75 will called as high risk, and greater than 75 is known as very high risk. So the answer will be D, because it falls between 50 to 75. Your next question is, quality planning is the process of developing a quality plan for team, project, customer, or project manager. So quality planning is done for project. Your next question is, what is cyclomatic complexity? Black box testing, white box testing, yellow box testing, or green box testing? So cyclomatic complexity is known as white box testing. Your next question is, white box testing are also classified as design based testing, structural based testing, error guessing testing, or none of the mentioned. So white box testing are also known as structural testing, because over here we are also testing the structures of your developed project code or product. The next question is, which of the following is or are white box technique? Statement testing, decision testing, condition coverage, all of the mentioned. All these testing techniques are called white box testing. So answer will be D, all of the mentioned. Your next question is, boundary value analysis or BVA belongs to? Obviously the answer is B, black box testing. Your next question is, alpha testing is done at developer's end, user's end, developer and user both end, or none of them mentioned. Alpha testing is the primary testing after the project or product is about to be finished. So it will be done at developer's end. Your next question is, the testing in which the code is checked is known as black box, white box, red box, or green box. So over here we are also checking the code in detail. It is known as white box testing. Your next question is, testing done without planning and documentation is called unit, regression, ad hoc, or none of the mentioned. So we are not planning and documenting thing, it means it will be temporary. So answer is C, ad hoc testing. Your next question is, acceptance testing is also known as gray box, white box, alpha, or beta. After deployment of product, if it is accepted by user or not, that will be the second part. So accepting testing is also known as beta testing. Your next question is, unit testing is done by user, developers, customer, or none. So unit or particular module is created and will be checked for errors. So it will be done by developers. Your next question is, which of the following is not used in measuring the size? KLOC, function point, size of module, or none. So KLOC and FP, which is function point, both are used for measuring the size. So the answer will be C, size of the module. Your next question is, what is a process of confirming that software meets its specification. So we are verifying the things that software has met its all defined specification. So the answer will be A, verification. So thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you like this video. Tell me your score in the comment section. Let's see who has got the highest mark. MCQ mock test is in near future, so please watch, like and share this video with all the students of diploma and degree studying in computer IT branch. Subscribe to my YouTube channel Beat Oxygen Academy. If you have not yet subscribed, click the bell icon for regular updates. You can also follow us on Instagram and Facebook. In case of any query or inquiry, you can also write us an email. The email is in the description box. I am Nilesh Waghela from Beat Oxygen Academy. Keep programming, keep learning, keep breathing. Thank you.